Okay, it's right here. So, for example, I'm going to log in with an user. It's here. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. Okay, so it's this and this. This is, for example, the first login of a user. Okay, so we have here the channel that the channel of the project that every group can talk, can share some ideas and information, do the jobs and works of the list. And here we have the okay. I don't know if you can turn off the microphone to not have any interferences.
Yes, let me check. Okay, let me just a moment. Yes. Yes. Now everybody's switch off the phone. So you can speak, please.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Rob. Well, here these are the project. Okay, this logo. So this is, for example, the project for a developer, a web developer, and for example, for marketing, they're gonna have the same project but with a different name and different tasks. So if you enter here, if you go in, there's some jobs, okay? And if you click inside, they're going to show you here some works and clues of what to do here in the description, okay, of the work, okay? So for example, I'm going to start with the marketing. Should I? Or you're going to explain it?
Yes.
No. Okay, perfect. I don't know if they are all of marketing or the teacher or something like that.
Yes, there are teachers and students from commerce.
Okay.
And also for IT.
Okay, perfect then. Well, from commerce, there's let me change the switch, the account. For example, I'm going to use this. For commerce, I'm going to use this and log in with this.
Santiago, sorry to interrupt. I realized that the screen, the language is now in Spanish. Is it possible to translate it to English, or you need to
Let me see if I can translate it.
Sobre la descripción de las tareas que vamos a traducir.
Okay. Eduardo, we're going to translate the descriptions of the work.
Okay, perfect.
Maybe I don't know, the panel, the main language of the platform is going to be in Spanish, but the more important things that are the work and the description of what to do, they're going to be in English, of course. Okay. So it's the same thing if we come to project. Okay. Here is the work that the commerce have to do. For example, I don't have the list here, but first of all, we're gonna have a study of brands of Tecnikea. Okay. And we are gonna use a special tool to watch and search the volume of the brands on the internet. What we are gonna do with that tool, we're gonna create an Excel to search two parameters of searching and competitors, okay? And having those parameters, we're gonna search to, in our PrestaShop, the brands of that competition, okay? So here's the list of the brands that the commerce have to search, and here is the link of the tool, okay? Here's the user and password. I have the tool here, and for example, here's the main page, okay? So if we search the first one here is Acer. So if we search it, you can see the parameters that we are gonna need. That is here, the search, the volumes, okay, and the competition. The competition of the word in comparison of the other brands, okay? So we are gonna create an Excel of these two parameters and searching the products that are in our PrestaShop. For example, if Acer have three products in our list of catalog, we're gonna write it down in the Excel. Okay? So this is the first work of our mates from Greece, okay, from Greek, and the other works are kind of the same. And this is, for example, if I don't remember good, they have to search information of those brands. Okay, so I don't know if you want to. This is my companion, my mate Christina. She's here too, and I don't know if you want to explain a little bit of this work.
Okay, hi everyone. We met a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
What Santiago explained so far for the Greek team is to make the search to see what are the most important brands for this project. So they will be using these tools, these tricks, to see what's most important. And with this information, we are going to create new content on the web for positioning. As we said, the main goal of this project is to make this e-commerce very visible with very good performance. That needs content. And the content we are based on are the brands. So it's everything is very linked together. So on one hand, we have what we just saw on Systrix. Then
I think you can. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Then you can switch here. We will show you. We have already developed some content of brands in Tecnikea, which you can see this one here.
So you can scroll up. Like right.
Okay, sorry, I'm not using my own computer at the moment. I'm here.
This is
so this is a brand called Aerocool. This is the template that we are using. As you can see, it has several sections. So what the second team will be doing is analyze this this content.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, it has it talks about the origin of the brand, of the different kinds of products that it has, and develop these text characteristics. Let's see what are they focused on? Do they sell smartphones or computers? We basically want to position the name of the brand and its products online. So what the second team will be doing is to search content for each brand of this kind. using this as a template and say, okay, so now for asset, I need this information, and I will write a document in Word with the text of this brand. Mm-hmm. And that leads us then to the first task of the 3. Here we go. Because this, as I said, is interlinked, which means the team from Greece will be saying, okay, these are our most important brands. We need to get this content out first. And they will be giving this information to the team that is developing the content in Spanish. But in the meantime, so that both teams can start immediately, we will already give you a list of brands to start with, to start developing content for. And those are in
the main shop.
In the main shop, in PrestaShop.
In Tecnikea.com, it's at the bottom of the page, as you can see. So if you scroll down to the bottom, here's a carousel of the brands that we have in the shop right now, in the online shop. So you have to compare and search that information. That is not obviously a copy paste. It's just to search a little bit more of the, as we saw here, the origin, and special interesting things about the brand, how they start, the evolution of the brand. Maybe you have to put sometimes your handprint, like your type of writing. They're gonna know that someone is writing this, but the main things are the characteristics, maybe some a good caption of the brand. I don't know how to say, like when my position. We usually take a video of the brand that have information of I don't know, maybe the company of a special product or something like that, and it's good to have in a blog. So the information, this is like a template. There's more if you go to the brands section. So I've write some information of some brands, so you can choose, you can see and compare and see what we really need to write down in the documents. Okay, so once the commerce have that information, wrote it down in the documents, here comes the as I think the IT team.
One last thing about this, as I think we have shared with you what the characteristics are of online content, as in every page on a website needs to have minimum 300 words, and it needs to have titles and subtitles and word optimization. So this is a thing that you will be learning in parallel with the IT team, which is what Santiago will explain now, that it's not like you would write offline, let's say, a real world text, but this text needs to live online, so as to position, so as to have a good performance. So we will be working text as it has to work online. And that is the part that IT and commerce will also work very closely together, so that the final result of each page is optimal. And there's a few plugins and the like for that will help with it.
That's right. Thank you. And now I'm gonna switch again with an IT member, an IT. Okay. I don't know if this is the perfect time to have any questions about the numbers.
I believe that we will take some minutes to in order to ask, because to.
That's right. So
Anastolos, the English teacher, have some question, please, Anastolos. The sound. You need to switch on the sound. The sound.
Thank you very much. Yes. Hello, Santiago. Hello, Christina. Hello, Edward.
Hello.
Thanks for useful information. My first question is how we can access to the work panel and the name of work panel.
You mean in Odoo or project management tool? Odoo, yes. Okay. I hope you should have received. If not, we will double check. Santiago has sent out this morning an email with the link and user, and so maybe you have yet.
I think I have only the link for the meeting.
Then you are missing the email. Then we will make sure.
I have to check if I.
Me too. I have only the link for the meeting.
Okay. So I'm going to check again.
Maybe. Sorry to interrupt. Maybe Anastolos, Victoria.
Yes.
Maybe you could check the spam folder of your.
Okay, I will, Eduardo.
Maybe, but I will send it again.
Okay.
Just to correct it. I don't know. And okay, I will do it.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Since we use this project management tool for all our clients and our internal work, we actually have the link on our website at the bottom as well. So if at any moment on connectedsoftware.com, it's also available.
That's right.
But you get the email personalized with your user and everything.
Okay. So I will send the emails again. And there's no more questions about the task.
Let me check here with the Spanish people. Do you have any question? No? In English, please.
Don't lie. If you have any question, this is the right time to ask.
Here because the microphone is here.
So what we need to do is
to collect
information about the story and about the story of the brands.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, that's correct. You have to collect some information, not only from a single one page. You can search the many pages, blogs, even videos. You can collect that information, like analyze it, personalize it, and do some. Well, Christina said, like 300 words text with a great information. That's the catchy. I don't know the.
It needs to sound good. Yes,
yeah,
it needs to sound interesting, human. Right. And it also has to be optimized for the search engine bots. So you have two kinds of users here. You need to have a text that sounds good to someone who wants to buy a product, and it needs to sound good to a bot.
That's right. That's right.
But we will help you with this part. You will have a template attached to the task where you can see what a SEO optimized text looks like. Okay. So you have our previous already published pages as a template, and we will give you some technical references as well. And then On top of that, you send us that text and we get back to you with feedback. So easier with time.
Okay.
The first is the most difficult.
Okay, thank you. Anastalos, do you have any more questions, please?
Yes. I want to know the specific deadline for the tasks.
The deadline.
Yes, we still have to fix the deadline, since we want to make sure everyone has work at the same time, but also each one depends a bit on the other ones. We will fix the deadlines on the task, and then you have on a calendar view as well. Now Santiago can show us what the calendar view looks like.
Yeah.
And we can validate with you if that's okay.
I don't know if right now it's
But that's the calendar view, and on there, once we put a deadline on each task, it will show up here.
Okay, that's right.
You have a monthly view as well for it.
So you can search in the calendar or even in the task inside it. It's going to be
you see, edita el fecha límite. You will see here deadline. That's where we will put it.
You will see a deadline here in the task. Okay, so
maybe you could share again the screen, please.
Sorry. we thought we were searching now. Yeah, searching. Sharing. Sorry, sharing the screen. I'm sorry. Here's a calendar. This is a widget of a calendar that we are gonna put the deadline here, and you will see it. Okay, and even if you go to the project inside the work and task, you will see here in this line a deadline. Okay, so we did not did it, but we are gonna do it. Okay. So if there's no more questions about commerce, I would like to start with the IT.
Perfect.
I think it makes sense that both teams see both projects,
That's
so
right.
as they can communicate better. So
That's
we
right.
will habilitate that as well.
That's a good idea.
Yes, that makes it easier.
Okay, so this is for still on commerce. Let me switch it. Okay, I will hide this. Okay, I will repeat it again. This is the main channel, the main chat that everyone is here, commerce and IT. And it's so important to share ideas, share the progress of the tasks, and to keep in contact, to maybe,
And there's also the option, if you have any technical issues, you can also send a direct message to Santiago or to me,
That's
just
right.
in the panel below.
Añade
un plus ahí.
Sure.
And if you write there at Santiago, he will show up and you can directly send him a message. And that will be private. The channels are public for everyone to see, and as Santiago said, that's the best way to share ideas. But if you have something that is more of a technical issue or a direct question, just drop us a line directly there.
Okay, that's right. Well, for the ITs, it's here. Okay, let's see the first task. That is optimization. Okay, it's to optimize the WordPress. We are going to share the user and password to access the administrator panel, okay, for the WordPress, and install some plugins to optimize the cache and even to optimize the points and performance on G metrics. This is a tool that gets the it's like a, I don't know how to say it, like a score, okay? So if we analyze like Tecnikea, Tecnikea.com, Tecnikea,
The first one, the first, yeah.
Tecnikea, that's right. So they analyze it, okay? And we're gonna have a score. Just so when it finished, we're gonna see what the IT team have to do. Install these plugins, okay? And when you install it, configure it, and do again the performance analyze, and see on what the page changed. Okay, so why we are doing this? This is a very important task because the common users, the common clients of any web page, if a web page have to take more than 3 or even 4 seconds to open, they instantly close it. So this is a basic and very important thing to take care about the web pages, and this is a great start for the IT team. Okay, as we can see, okay, so we have a great app. This is horrible, but with these plugins, we can having a better grade. Okay, so we saw this task, install these plugins. Okay, the IT team is like they have a little bit more knowledge of searching how they install a plugin. But if you struggle to install it, or you have any questions, you can send me an email or a direct message, okay, a private message. This is the next step. I don't know if you want to add something. Okay, perfect. We are going to construct the new pages of the brands. While the commerce team is searching and collecting information for the brands, we're going to construct those templates for them, like this one. Okay, you're going to learn how to put this logo here. You're going to learn how to make a template, duplicate, edit, and construct a good blog or web page in WordPress, like animations, buttons, how to make them very I don't know, catchy, like I forgot the word, llamativo. I mean, like well, like the people want to keep it scrolling to learn more about it. Okay, so as we can see, this is a template that I've made, but we can create it that you can learn about it. Okay, so this is the second task that the IT team are going to do: construct new templates for the brands and fill it with information. Okay. The third task is the brands that are going to be that are the most important in our web page. Okay, so the commerce team had a list, well, have a list of brands, but we have here in our webpage, Tecnikea, these brands that are important, okay? So we are gonna prioritize these brands in the webpage, and maybe we're gonna change a little bit of the template of these brands to be more to be more
Optimized conversion.
optimized. That's right. So the IT team that are gonna optimize the web page, they are gonna construct new templates for the brands and write down and put the information that our commerce team are gonna search, are gonna analyze. Okay. So I don't know if you have any question.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the people from Slovenia have some question. Alex?
I'm gonna let me end the share screen.
I don't know.
So here.
Or maybe students. I don't know if they have some question. Because Alex, Max.
Hi. For my part, everything's clear. I think it was a good explanation.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's great.
Well, I would like to ask you two questions, because when you define the different plugins that students have to install and set up, they have to do, I believe it could be a good idea to start one, and after that pass GT metrics and see the results. After that, they install the second one, and in that way they are going to realize the evolution of the marks.
That's right.
So please don't install all the plugins in one time.
That's right.
And the other question, it could be that if the GT metrics find some mistakes, I don't know, maybe the broken links or alt attribute attribute is blank. What they should do?
Yeah. Okay. If I don't,
maybe it could be a good idea to have a new task for this, or I don't know how they could manage.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't. Do you know if?
So what?
Did you understand his question? Yeah. All right. Okay. Perfect.
Now the thing is that there are two things we are considering here for the IT team. One is what GT metrics is going to measure, which is the website performance, as in loading. And as you say, every time you configure a new plugin, you see what the results are. And also within each plugin, as in Rocket and after the Asset Cleaner, there are loads of options to optimize, which means you install a plugin, you start with the basic configuration, do GT metrics, see what's happening, and then again check on the setup to see if something is more convenient to be different in each plugin. So it's not just installing it one and checking, but you have to work a bit on each one. Okay. And the second thing you are mentioning is the content itself. As you say, there could be missing links and the like. And you are right, we are missing the task for that and the website auditor that we are using for that. So I will have to add that as well. And there a basic once a first audit of content to get all these mistakes and to start fixing them.
Yeah, because I believe that maybe sometimes there are some, I don't know, broken links or missing pictures or something else that could be fixed by commerce team, because there is a text that they could fix. It's not only technician tasks. Maybe it could be involved also commerce students trying to fix this kind of because it's content of the product or the brands. So I believe this could be a good idea.
Yes, Eduardo, we agree with that.
No, it's not only for technician students. I believe that the commerce students could find, and in that way they are going to realize that it's very important to include good links, good pictures, good with proper attributes. So in what way they can work together also. That's
Yes, correct.
Perfect. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's perfect. That's a great idea.
Yes, it just shows how much the two have to work together to make a working e-commerce.
Okay, perfect.
We add the task as well, and the audit for the website content to get all content errors as well, and then to share them with the team so they can, let's say, we will group them in parts so each one gets a task to work on.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, let me check here if some students have some questions. Do you have some questions? Everything is clear? Okay, perfect. Everything is clear here.
Okay.
I'm sure it will stop being clear once we start working. So we have the chats and meetings available for that.
So summarizing, every partner and every stakeholder in this challenge need to access to Odoo platform to see the activities. The activities is going to be in English. So I believe that it could be an idea that the students and the teachers could be in touch in the Odoo to have meetings in order to work together. Okay, the activities is very complicated to fix a deadline for every activity, to establish a deadline. But we need to start for the first one and see how the evolution, how the students are working together, the speed of the work, the jobs.
Yes, because normally the first time you develop content, it takes a bit longer than the second and the third time. And the first setup of a plugin will take longer than the following ones. So you start getting the hang of it, and but you also discover new things all the time.
For instance, IT students from Slovenia and from Spain need to agree who are going to install every plugin. So they need to discuss each other.
And then we will divide these tasks so everyone can put their name then on one task, so we know who is doing what.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So, something else? And anybody have more questions or something else? No?
No.
Well, I believe that everything is clear. Maybe the next step we could agree, not now, because maybe you need to skim your agenda to fix a new meeting in order to see the evolution. So let's keep in touch by email, okay? If you have any problem to access to the platform, to Odoo platform, please let know to Santiago, because it's the first step, okay?
Okay. Eduardo, I checked my spam. There's no email with the username and the password for the platform.
Okay.
Could we please have again this email with the link and the passwords?
Perfect.
Yeah, I will send it again.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Perfect, then.
Well, thank you so much, everybody. And let's work together. Okay?
Okay, that's right.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Same to you.
Bye.
Bueno, pues pero te ha llegado el correo a Santiago. Pues le escribe, le escribe, no puedo acceder. Es importante que acceda, ¿eh? Porque es donde, hombre, no le digo ahora, inmediatamente ahora, ¿vale? Pero digamos que el lunes ya deberían haberle escrito, antes del lunes, que no han podido acceder, o que sí han podido acceder, ¿vale? O sea, de hecho, si han podido acceder, a lo mejor es buena idea escribir hello, this is... exacto. Vale, se presentan en el chat, por lo menos ya queda constancia que han podido acceder. Y... Vale, lo que dije es que tenemos, por ejemplo, los de ustedes se van de acuerdo con los de Eslovenia, ¿vale? Para ver qué plugin instala cada uno, en qué orden. Son muchos los conocen, lo he hecho, no sé si lo instaló Fabio o Luis o Adai o tú, Alejandro, ¿sabes? No sé quién lo instaló, no lo recuerdo, está en el trailer. El Smash, por ejemplo, que es uno de los listas, está el WP Optimize, son cosas que ustedes ya lo han hecho. Pero pasa que ustedes lo instalan y ya está. Ellos quieren un paso más, quieren pasarle la herramienta antes, después, y luego jugando con algunos parámetros, ir viendo cómo va, ¿vale? Lo que quieren ellos. Eso cuando dicen Optimize, no es instalar y punto, es bien jugar. Entonces va mucho en lo que ellos generen también, pues es importante que ustedes busquen, y lo que les decía es, busca en distintos, yo que sé, hay distintas, está la propia empresa, la propia web de la empresa, pero luego hay distintos blogs por ahí, de tecnología, de tiendas online, yo sé, MediaMarkt, y recogiendo información y haciendo una especie de artículo, ¿vale? Tiene que ser en inglés, lo van a encontrar en español, lo van a tener que traducir, y haciendo de 300 palabras, lo que decía, y cuando tienen el texto, yo qué sé, si por ejemplo menciona, imagínate que estás comprando una impresora, ¿vale? Esta es una impresora, y la impresora habla de la palabra toner, por decirte una palabra, ¿no? Entonces, no llega a ese punto, ¿no? Pero a lo mejor la palabra toner es marcarla, ¿vale? Y añadirle en el texto como un hipervínculo a la Wikipedia explicando qué es toner, ¿vale? ¿Me explico?
¿Nosotros tenemos que hacer el hipervínculo?
Es que la idea, lo que le estaba comentando al final es que es buena idea que ustedes, porque los textos es muy importante para el posicionamiento de las noticias, cuando tú las ves en internet, es los hipervínculos que tú pongas, ¿vale? Es muy importante que tú pongas, yo, por ejemplo, si yo pongo un artículo de hemos tenido una reunión hoy con Conecta Software, con el DIEC Glifada, con el PC, con el Politécnica de Isola, ¿vale? Yo lo que hago es, donde pongo Conecta Software, la palabra Conecta Software, pongo un hipervínculo a la empresa Conecta Software. Donde pongo DIEC Glifada, pongo un hipervínculo, ¿vale? Es que
eso tengo que recordar, ¿no?
Pues eso es súper importante para nosotros.
Pero era lo del Word cuando estabas escribiendo, ¿no?
Pero fíjate, aquí ya no va a ser el Word. Sí, exacto. Pero aquí ya no va a ser en el Word, sino que va a ser dentro del WordPress o del PrestaShop. Que es igual, que la herramienta es igual. Te vas a encontrar una barrita, una caja de donde puedes escribir texto, poner negrita, poner sangría, poner viñetas, insertar imagen, todo eso lo tiene. Sí, exacto, insertar hipervínculo, eso es lo que hay que hacer, ¿vale? Pero se trata de hacer ese tipo de actividades, ¿vale? Entonces, se tienen que poner de acuerdo con la gente también, él lo definió con los de Grecia, porque los de Grecia van a buscar información. Ustedes no se pueden quedar parados, ¿no? Dice, mira, yo busco de estas empresas, pues son 2 y 2, ¿vale? A lo mejor se pueden repartir más las actividades. Claro, es que lo bueno sería que ustedes, ¿vale? Entren en el chat y empiecen a hablar, ¿vale? Se trata un poco de eso, ¿vale? Y en principio yo no tengo nada más que decirle, ¿vale?
Yo tengo una pregunta, no tengo que ver con esto, pero tiene que ver con el cambio.
Vale, es que tienen un poquito de prisa porque tienen que entrar a grabar aquí ahora. Si quieres lo vamos hablando ahora. Vamos recogiendo un poquito esto, pues. Así ya. ¿Dónde pongo la silla? Y lo puse esta silla, ¿cómo viene la vida? Bueno, vamos con lo que está multa. Una va en la mesa extra, otra va.
Que lo puedo poner, así, no pasa nada, ahora se va a recolocar todo,
Mira, a ver, con SMR yo lo que había pensado es, principio creo que es, si vemos que de otro lado, yo creo que trabajo en serio, el sitio me parece que económicamente no les va a caro.
¿Cuándo prevé?
Recién titulado, fue una base de la obra. O sea, viene la gente incluso afincada, es el sitio turístico, o sea, es una zona donde van gente de Serbia, gente de Turquía, los turcos y los griegos se llevan a matar, no se pueden, no se pueden ver, los coños. Pero con el resto, o sea, van todas estas zonas, van los croatas, por ejemplo, aquí, la gente de Romania, van allí a ese turismo. O sea, es una zona, a mí me recuerda un montón del puerto de la Cruz, aquello. O sea, no tiene ese plan como tiene, pero tiene esa zona avenida que tiene las tienditas con tal, y tiene mucho servicio. Los hoteles no son como el tipo del puerto de la Cruz, no son modernos, son medio viejunos, pero tienen hoteles. ¿Sabes? Tiene una zona plan de lujo, a la gente. Está bien, tiene negocio, tiene volumen de negocio, es un sitio cómodo para vivir, o sea, es dentro del clima mediterráneo, es bueno para vivir. Entonces, por la gente creo que viene, ¿por qué me sube tanto recursos? Porque el clima es bueno y puede trabajar entre nosotros, allí igual. Entonces yo creo que es una buena zona.
No sé, y además también aprovechamos por el tema del piso, que somos dos personas para entrar, o bueno.
Yo creo que es buena opción. Si ustedes no cantan en Zaguara, yo no preferiría ir al sitio, no hubiese sin problema. Ahí tenemos Oye, ¿te recuerdas este papel? Tío, que hay que pagar carretera. No, si por lo que sea, porque yo el punto que más me preguntas tú, pero a lo mejor yo sé. Pero Alejandro piensa en difícil y me lo quieres decir, pues. Porque se después se le dan caricia físicamente una muñeca. No sé, yo creo que el tema del blog y del work, que yo ahora tengo el proyecto tan lidiado, que tienen. Pero digamos que podemos ir repartiendo las cosas. No resulta que ven que ustedes están y dice Alejandro, yo me ocupo de tal cosa y se encargan a eso del blog, del project punto no sé qué, por decirles algo, entonces se reparte como usted quiera, ¿no? Sí, eso es lo único que sí es el proyecto se lleva el tema por lo menos.
El tema no...
Es que no estamos hablando del tema, estamos haciendo cada uno, estamos haciendo el
de momento pongan no, y ya después lo cambiamos. Uno porque, por ejemplo, la reunión que tuvimos la otra vez, que lo puse ya como les decía ahí, que era para que se den presentación de ustedes, para ver cómo se ve, esa hay que ponerla ahí, tengo que quitarla del otro. Vale, y hoy, por ejemplo, entonces también se va a poner ahí. Entonces, se va a poner en projects. Vale, entonces por lo menos que ya quede visualmente. Vale. Uno, o sea, pongan uno, básicamente que no quede el logo ahí.
que llama. No voy a decirte y después lo vamos cambiando.
No tiene que estar la definición, simplemente
o después el prototipo.
Se ve que dice, mira, no me gusta tal. No, eso que no va a quedar así. Que le damos una vuelta. Yo, por ejemplo, eso fue lo que hice en el de no, y ese se le puede dar una vuelta si quieres. Lo único que vamos a tener que hacer es que sea más o menos parecido. ¿Vale? Vamos a tener que conseguir que los colores, no se lo he dicho todavía, los colores, el mitad del blog no es definitivo, no puedo cambiar. Entonces, el que pongan de proyecto, que estamos de nivel, que das en un sitio, algo así, esperar y exactamente. Sí, el oro, como lo visto, no sabemos. Lo que le digo, amarillo puro, es un desafío también. Bueno, eso tú no vas a necesitar esto.
Yo era esto, no sé si se habrá ganado nada.
I wrote the yes.
I am going